Google Antigravity is already installed on your machine. Now it's time to make it work for you. In this guide, you'll orchestrate multiple agents in parallel, delegate work to subagents, and schedule agents to run automatically. Let's get started.
Here's what makes Antigravity 2.0 powerful beyond installation. Dynamic subagents, so one agent can delegate tasks and keep its context clean. Scheduled tasks, where cron-style schedules trigger agents automatically. Live voice transcription. Get Worktrees for safe parallel work.
And asynchronous task management, so long operations never block your flow. You pick the model, from Gemini to Claude to GPT OIS.
Let's tour the main window. On the left, your projects and conversations, grouped by project, status, or recency. Use the conversation history at the top, or start a new conversation. The folder plus icon creates a project. Standalone conversations appear in their own section. Click a project's gear icon for its settings, and find the app settings at the bottom. On the right, the agent area. It shows select project until you pick one. At the bottom, the prompt box with the mic icon, and the model selector just below it.
When you start an agent, a setup modal asks you to choose a mode. Local mode runs the agent directly in your active folders. New Worktree mode spins up a new folder with a copy of the code, so the agent works in isolation without touching your main directory.
Pick new Worktree and watch it provision in the background before the conversation opens.
The real power is running agents in parallel. Open the Agent Manager and you'll see your projects and a chat box. Give one agent a task and start a second conversation for another agent. Find what both run at the same time. The Agent Manager shows each one's status, planning, coding, done.
When an agent finishes planning, it presents an implementation plan. Click Proceed or review the details first.
One agent can also split work across subagents. Give it a big task, and it calls its Invoke Subagent tool to spawn focused workers. You see a tree. The parent task on top, subagents nested underneath, each with its own artifacts. Subagents run asynchronously in the background.
You can stop a running subagent from the subagent panel. When they finish, the parent merges the results and runs a final check.
Now, scheduled tasks, the biggest time saver. Type /schedule in the prompt box, or open the schedule option in the interface. Click New and fill in the details. The instruction and the frequency, once, daily, weekly, or a custom cron schedule.
Click Add Scheduled Task and it appears in your list. For example, a daily briefing at 5 p.m. or a check every 20 minutes.
Here's what happens next. The task runs in the background. Watch the anti-gravity icon in your menu bar, and you know your agents are working for you. When the run finishes, you get a notification, and the artifact appears in the review panel.
Scheduled tasks always run on Gemini 3.5 Flash, and each run gets its own isolated worktree.
You can talk to your agents too. Click the mic icon, Speak, and the app transcribes your words live. Then send it like a typed prompt. And on the right, the artifact's sidebar tracks everything the agent produces: plans, code diffs, and browser recordings.
Review them and leave feedback directly on the artifacts.
Agents ask before they act. Every sensitive operation is checked against your permission rules, formatted as action, then target. When approval is needed, a permission card appears. Click Allow or edit the target to widen the scope. For example, this agent wants to run npm install. Allow it, and the agent continues. Workspace files are auto-allowed. Web browsing and new commands always ask first.
2 errors you'll actually hit. First, agent terminated due to error. It usually means a broken MCE server or an incompatible extension. Reset onboarding. Test your MCP servers one by one. Disable extensions, and if nothing helps, do a full reinstall.
Second, authentication required. Please sign in, even though you're signed in. On a Mac, a corrupted keychain entry called Antigravity Safe Storage is the usual cause. Delete it from the keychain and sign in again. On Windows, add an antivirus exception for the language server executable.
Finally, Quota confusion.
If you run out of capacity, open the Quota screen to see where you stand. Quota refreshes on a rolling 5-hour cycle until your weekly baseline is reached. Space out heavy runs and check the Quota screen before you start. Free is $0 a month.
Pro is 20. Ultra restructured into 2 tiers. $100 with 5 times the limits and $200 with 20 times. And if a scheduled task fails, check that anti-gravity is running and that the task was created with /schedule or the schedule UI.
Here's your recap. 1. Launch multiple agents in parallel from the agent manager. 2. Let one agent delegate to subagents and watch the tree. 3. Schedule tasks with /schedule and let them run in the background. 4. Talk to your agents and review their artifacts.
5. Keep permissions on and fix errors fast. Your agents are ready. Happy coding! If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and comment. And watch episode 22 for the anti-gravity CLI.